everyone. Those who don't know me, my name is Wayne Kopic, and I'm an affiliate with Empower Network. I'm not here to sell you anything, pitch anything like that today. Something kind of intriguing I've come across since the shootings in Connecticut this past week or whenever it was. But if you wonder what I'm doing, if you're interested in finding out, there's banners on the side of most of these blog pages where you'll find this video, or in the About the Author section. Okay. I did a blog post, several months ago. I called it God, the Universe, and the Subconscious Mind. And that blog post is ranked #1 for any kind of combination of keywords to do with that on Google. People search for it and find it all the time. So I know that it's a subject that intrigues people, and I'm going to give you some information today that I think you're really going to find intriguing concerning those types of things. In relationship to the tragedy in Connecticut, Aurora, Colorado, maybe not that one, but Columbine, many others, and maybe some other things that you don't know about that have been less publicized. I'll try to keep this short. I don't like to do long videos, but anyway, the blog post that's going along with this video is I'm calling it God or Satan, the Universe, and your Subconscious Mind. And if you wonder why I might do that, my blog post before dealt a lot with what's called the reticular activating system. It's something in your brain that basically it tries to prove to you what you believe. And it's a pretty amazing concept. It's kind of simple, but of course, with anything with your mind, it's a lot more confusing than what's on the surface, or a lot more detailed than what's on the surface. Disclaimer here: I'm no kind of doctor. I've not studied any kind of psychology or anything like that. Just know a fellow that's seen a lot, done a lot, and I've learned a lot. Studied up on it a little bit, and anyway, with the reticular activating system, your mind takes in so much information, 2 million bits of information at any one time during the day, and what your conscious mind can process is like 7 to 8 bits a minute, or at any one point, not in a minute. So the rest of it gets stacked back into your subconscious mind. You delete it, you ignore it, you distort it, and when you think about something and you focus on it, your subconscious mind pulls that information out in a way that proves to you what you think is true, or what you're focused on, basically. So in sales and marketing and things like this, Tony Robbins is a great example. Guys like this, and David Wood with Empower Network, he's a tremendous student of this, I guess, and he's taught me a lot with it. Your mind will prove to you that you're successful. It will prove to you that you can do what you focus on doing. The Christians have called it, what's, I can't think of the term right now, but positive confession. It's the same kind of thing. But how this relates to a lot of these shootings, massacres, things like that. People are focused on these games, the war games, Dungeons and Dragons types of things. They get so involved with that it actually fills their subconscious mind with these images and these thoughts and things like that. One of the things that was so interesting to me, I heard this story, and I can't vouch for the validity of it or anything, but there's this guy who's really into Dungeons and Dragons, and his character in Dungeons and Dragons was an assassin. Now, many of you may or may not know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, but you take on these characters and you play them in this game. It's kind of like making your own movie or something. That's kind of the way I think of it. But his character was an assassin, and he was so consumed with it, so deep into it, that's what he thought about constantly. And he just filled his mind with that stuff from the game, and was so intrigued with it that, well, he went to a party dressed up in character, they call it, as an assassin. And he was telling people at this party he was an assassin. And I guess this gal come up to him that was wanting to have her father killed. I don't know why. Who knows? But something bad going on there apparently. But she wanted to have her dad killed, and these two came together. Never knew each other, never seen each other before, didn't know anything about each other, but they were drawn to each other at this party. So to make a long story short, or even longer, I guess maybe, this guy was so consumed with being an assassin that his mind and the universe put together that situation. He became an assassin, and he killed this girl's father. So, I'm not saying that, there's, over the years, there's been such kind of a scare over Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not going there. I'm just saying that people can be consumed with things. And the video games that people play, from 5 years old up, it's all about killing. It's all about, beating the bad guy usually, but heck, now people play the bad guys rather than the good guys. But it's so consuming, and for hours and hours and hours and, weeks sometimes, a kid or even an adult will be on there just pounding the buttons, button mashing, and, it's all going through their mind. It's all soaking in, all these images and things from the video game. Is it any surprise to anybody that this affects people's lives? Now, I've played video games. I'm not against video games. I've played them for years. I don't take the time for them anymore, but I can attest to the fact that you'll dream about it. Your subconscious mind will bring it up to you. You start to think in character of the game that you're playing, and what you really believe is going to happen. The universe will bring it to you. So I don't know. I'll not go on too much, but it's just an amazing thing. that the mind and the universe, whether it be God, whether it be Satan, whether it be karma, whatever you want to call it, it all works together and it all starts right here. So I choose to fill my mind with good and uplifting things now, things that can help me and my family, and that can help other people. That's why I personally am so intrigued with this reticular activating system. I wrote a blog post. One more quick story. I've done a lot of deer hunting in my time. I don't do it there again much anymore. I just don't have the time or don't take the time. I'm relaxing here, kicking back. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. I don't have much time for it anymore, but I will. I'll have a lot of time for it here in the not too distant future. When you're out in the woods deer hunting and the light goes dim, sunset, and, it's almost time to quit hunting, the shadows start playing tricks on you. Every hunter knows that, right, as the sun's rising or it's setting, that is a prime time for deer movement, that's when you're going to see your prey. So every little leaf fluttering in the wind, every new shadow that crosses this rock or whatever may be out there in the area you're hunting, you kind of you're expecting so much to see deer. That's what you're focused on. 100% deer. Where are they at? You're looking all around slowly, up and down, trying to catch different angles. Where are the deer? Looking through the brush. So everything that you see, you relate to it being a deer. And every deer hunter can attest to this, I tell you. Every leaf is a deer's ear twitching. Every little branch fluttering in the wind is a deer's antler. Okay? Excuse me. But it's just interesting how that your mind tries to prove to you what you expect. Anyway, I'll kind of leave it at that. Gosh, 13 minutes. I meant to be about 5. I can never stay on schedule with this stuff. I ramble, I guess. But I hope you got some value, got some insight. Go ahead and read the blog post and leave some comments for me. Tell me what you think. I'll have some more different information in the text of this blog. So I'll talk to you later. Hope you get some good out of it. Thanks. Bye.